We are going live. We are going live. Because we are live. What's up, folks? We are live. We are live. We are live. I'm saying what's happening. I'm saying what's up. I am on. And I'm here to talk to you. What's going on? Family. Folks. What's good? What's going on, beautiful and gorgeous people of mine? What's good? What's good? What's good? Shoot. Let me turn my other self down. What's up? What's going on, beautiful people? I got all my stuff working. Hey, gorgeous people. I got all my stuff working. I got, what? We have the Facebook Live rolling. We have Twitter rolling. We got Google Plus rolling. YouTube rolling. What's up? What's good? Let me talk to you. I like coming to y'all during the afternoon for a couple of reasons, because I know this is like, for a lot of y'all that's on the East Coast, I know a lot of y'all are halfway through your day. You're halfway through your day. So I like to be the person to help escort you across the finish line. So with that being said, what's going on? Now, okay, for some of y'all who might not have had an awesome morning to this point, okay? This is what I need for you to do. Focus and continue to press. Thank y'all for the shares too, by the way. I need for you to focus and I need for you to press. I don't need for you to miss it. And what I mean by that is sometimes you could be on task. If you remember this morning, I basically said something to the effect of, okay, create a hit list. Create the top two or three things and write down 2 or 3 things that's going to take you to the next level. That's what I need for you to focus on. That's what I needed, for you to do. So you wrote it down and you're like, okay, cool, I'm down. But that was at 7:30 this morning. So a lot of times things can happen from, 7:30 this morning to this point. Now, people probably have made you mad, probably have said some things that, got you all bothered, got you all off course. Maybe you done had your kids get in trouble. Maybe you've, got mad at them even before you left. Maybe things were not quite clicking when you got at work. Maybe your significant other has got on your nerves by now, calling and texting, talking crazy. Maybe your mom and daddy giving you grief. But I need for you to stay focused. Because again, you can't afford to have your stuff going in different directions. You can't have your attention over here, over here, over there, over here, because that's how you miss your stuff. You got to stay focused long enough to get your stuff. But again, the game of life kind of works like this. You have your own personal agenda, right? You have your own personal agenda. You have things that you want to accomplish. But again, everybody has a job. The devil has a job. God will put people in your life that will help you and encourage you, but also too, the devil will put people in place in your life to stop you from getting where you need to be. Now it's on you to not fall for that trap. Feel me on that. It's on you to be like, okay, I know what this is, so what I'm going to do is, I know you're being used, and I know that it's part of the plan of being stopped, and you just trying to stop my stuff, and you trying to delay me, and I get that because everybody has a job to do, in this thing called life, and I know you just, you being played and you're being manipulated to try to get to me. And I get that because everybody has a job. But my job is to make sure I get myself to the finish line because I've done this song and dance before and I can't afford to do it again. This is my 10th time doing this. This is my 15th time doing this. At some point, I've got to say I'm not going to participate in the game because I've played it before and I've lost before, and now I'm at a point in my life where it's time to win. It's time to get some daily victories versus always getting to a certain point, then starting back over because I never said no. I never said that I wasn't going to participate, so I started back over. I'm not going to do that anymore. That's why it's so important that you don't participate in mess because, again, you've done the same song and dance over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it don't produce nothing. So at some point, you got to say, I'm going to stop running on this treadmill of life. I'm doing all this running, but I ain't going nowhere. See, that's what the treadmill of life is. You run fast, you struggle, you suffer, but you don't get to go anywhere. See, that's the treadmill of life. You got to get off that treadmill of life and go outside. See, at least when you run outside, for instance, you cover some distance. And that's what I need for you to do in life is start to cover distance versus doing what you've always done when you participate in negativity and participate in all kind of stuff that's not benefiting you. That's what you do. You run on the treadmill. You working hard, but you ain't going nowhere. You running fast, but you ain't going nowhere. Life is about progression. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm popping up on you the way I'm popping up on you, because I want to be that reminder that basically whenever you get a little off course, I'm going to help you get back on course. I'm going to put you back on your path. I'm going to be that reminder of, dang, I have drifted a little bit, but let me get back on my path. Let me get back in my lane so I can go ahead and finish this race today. Every day it's a race, but at the end of that finish line comes a question. Did I win or did I lose today? Again, life is about building momentum. It's about wins and losses. How many times can you win per week? If you've won 6 times and lost 1 time in a week, that's a great week. But if you're losing more than you're winning, if you've caught 4 L's during the week, but you've only won 3 times, that's when you have to start taking inventory of your life, asking yourself at the end of the night, why do I continue to lose? Why do I continue to go backwards? Because you keep doing the same old, same old. You keep dealing with the same person. You keep dealing with the same type of people who, bring you all kind of silly stuff that get you off course. So you start off with an agenda of doing 2, 3, 4, 5 things, but here comes somebody, here come your buddy, here come your friend, here come your boo, here come your babe breaking you stuff, and you didn't get nothing done. Now you feel like you've wasted a day. So I'm going to help you stay on track. That's why I always like to pop up on y'all during the afternoons. So if you off a little bit, if you off just a little fraction, I'm going to reel your behind back in and bring you from here to there and be like, shoot, now go ahead and go. You got a little loose. You got over here. Have you ever just seen a person who's been driving drunk and they kind of drift? See, that's what some of y'all do throughout your day. You drift a little bit. You drift. You just drift. But see, what I like to do is, because I know you're a drifter, boom, I bring you back here. I reel you back in, and I put you back here, and I'm like, go ahead and go. Because life is about finishing and doing things quickly. People don't understand that there is a speed to success. That's why I have you lose weight fast. So you don't have time to think about it. Because if it were a long process, if my weight loss was a long process, you'd never finish because of past experiences. So what I do is I speed up your stuff because I understand that weight loss has a speed to it. So the faster I can get you through, the less likely you'll talk yourself out of stuff. So that's how you have to do with yourself. You have to understand how your life works. You have to understand, what your tendencies are. If you are a stressor, you got to acknowledge, dang, I do stress way too much. If you're a constant worrier, and that's what you do, you worry a lot, you got to be like, you know what? I worry too dang on much. You got to understand what your flaws and your tendencies are, and then you got to understand how to fight against that stuff versus being in denial. I'm not a worrier. I don't stress. I handle stuff beautifully. I'm not an emotional person. Lies. All lies. So if you are a worrier, I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how to handle yourself too. Because I'm not the type of person to just throw you a problem. I'm going to give you a solution too. If you are a worrier and you constantly worry, but you call yourself a God person, you call yourself a Christian or whatever you believe in. If you call yourself a Christian, I'm a Christian, so I'm just going to speak from a Christian perspective. Okay. So, or if you just believe in God, period. Okay. So, if I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, and I believe in the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, the whole nine. Okay. And I claim to love God, and I claim, that Jesus is my Redeemer, Master Ruler, Savior, Healer, Redeemer. Okay. Why am I worrying? Why am I worrying? Why am I stressing? If I already know I'm going to win, why am I worrying? Okay, if the word says, I will never leave nor forsake you, why am I worried about being alone? Why am I worried about being alone? Oh, I'm talking good. I'm over here stressing. I go to church on Sunday. I read the word during the week. But I read one thing and I listen and I amen to all of this stuff. But when it comes to Monday, to Saturday issues, I get a little weak. I get a little emotional. I get a little bothersome. My mood changes. I don't know how stuff is going to work out for me, but I'm a believer. That's a contradiction. That's a contradiction. And I have to remind myself personally sometimes. And I have to reel that thing back in, even personally. I'll be like, dang, I got this going on. I got this going on. I got this. How am I going to pull all this together? I got stuff over here going on. I got this. And then I have to reel my own self in and be like, shoot, let me remind myself of the promises that I stand on daily and reel myself back in versus stressing. And then when you stress, you're not as happy, you're not as vibrant, your mood changes, boom. So, you have to change your mindset, and sometimes you just have to remind yourself of God's promises and then reel yourself back in and be like, shoot, I'm good now. You know what? I had a moment where basically I was out of character, but shoot, I'm leaning back on the promises again, and shoot, I'm back cool again. I'm back in my element. I feel much more in control, and I'm good. And that's how you have to treat life whenever you start worrying all the time. Whenever you start worrying all the time, again, you will hear me. I always say you can't be faithful and fearful at the same time. It's kind of like being tall and short at the same time. You just can't do it. It's either you one or the other. So, really, 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 if you are a worrier, that's what I need for you to do. If you are a worrier, or a stressed out person who constantly, feels like the world is on your shoulders and you feel like everything is just heavy. When you think in terms of the promises, you release stuff and you just trust God. Now, you still have to do your part. You still have to do the work part, because as the good word says, faith without works is dead. So what you have to do is this, and I'm going to teach you what I do. This is what I do. I do the work, and I trust the process, and I trust the end result. And that's what you have to do. Trust your work. Believe in your work. Work so hard, you're not worried about the journey or the process, and you're not even worried about if you're going to finish or not, because you know you're going to finish if you continue to work. So that's what takes the stress off of life. That's what takes the stress off of your life. If you just continue to be diligent and you continue to be everyday and consistent, it's going to work out in your favor. So why worry? So my challenge to you is stop worrying. Do the work. Trust the process, and know if you hang in there long enough, no matter if it's weight loss, relationship, finances, business, that eventually it's going to work. You're going to win. But if you stressing yourself throughout the process and you don't know you're going to win, you don't know if you're going to lose the way, you're not quite sure how your stuff is going to turn out, guess what? You're going to talk yourself out of your stuff. It's called paralysis through analysis. I'm overthinking so much to where I don't want to do nothing. Again, anything that's worth having is going to be a long journey. But you have to prepare your mind, and you have to learn even how to trick yourself from time to time just so you can finish and get through. Paralysis through analysis. I know a lot of people, smart people, who can't finish nothing because by the time they done thought through things, they tired. They tired. I got to plan this, and if this is not right, I can't start. Have some of the greatest ideas ever, but can't put them into action, can't execute the plan because it's not quite right. Paralysis through analysis. You gotta go. Work. If it's weight loss, work. And know you're going to win. If it's your money situation, work. Create more. Become a producer of stuff. Boom. Trust the process. Know you're going to finish. Know it's going to end up in your favor. You're going to win. If it's that relationship, work on that relationship that you want. Work on yourself during all of that. Trust. Boom. Know you're going to win. And that's how you do. Stop talking yourself out of greatness. I'm reading this. Katrina says, I have unfortunately mentally talked myself out of the process. I allowed my thoughts to suppress me. Okay. But Katrina, this is my thing with you. That's your current condition, but that's not your permanent position. That's where you are right now, but that's not how it has to be. Okay, you've identified, okay, this is where I'm at currently. But that doesn't mean that has to be your final outcome unless you do nothing about it. This is where you are, but this is where you're supposed to be. Now, it's on you to take yourself from where you are currently to where you need to be in order to have what you're supposed to have. You have to usher yourself all the way from here to here. That's on you. You have to decide. But if you just like, okay, this is my lot in life, I talk myself up out of stuff, and that's how it is, boom! That's where you have died. That's your place of death. As you will hear me say a lot, and like Les Brown said, a lot of people die at 21, but don't get buried until they're 65. Don't die here. Don't say this is my lot in life here when you're supposed to be over here. See, this is where the good stuff is. And this is where you've gotten stuck. But it's on you to pull yourself from this point, which is your current condition, to over here. Shangri-La, to your permanent position. So you gotta bridge the gap and you gotta get back on the horse. You falling off the horse, but it's on you to get back on the horse so you can finish. Let me read. You don't need me to. So, somebody just put on the other page, I need you here. And that's the beautiful thing about this phone. I can work you out from your phone. Again, I have millions of people around the world who are losing weight with me on the phone. So I don't necessarily have to be there with you. I always remember, too, what you're used to, because people will be like, you know, I'm used to having somebody in my face. I always remember what you're used to won't always get you your breakthrough. Again, you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have some fool at the gym holler at you, only just for you to pay them money just to holler at you. You didn't lose no weight. Again, I have people around the world losing weight just through your phone. So again, what you're used to won't get you your breakthrough. Make sure you get on my online workout program so I can help you and I can coach you just like I'm coaching you here. Because let me tell y'all a secret. Weight loss is here. And weight loss, for the most part, isn't internal based upon your works, but it's the external stuff that gets you in your day-to-day. So it's kind of like if I'm an emotional eater, but people are constantly pissing me off. What am I going to do? I'm going to eat because it makes me feel a certain way, but I might feel all right now, but eventually that scale is going to change and it's going to go in a different direction I don't want it to go. So stuff like this, and that's why I talk to y'all like this, because this piece of it right here is very, very important, because it helps you basically deflect all of the mess that's going to draw you and take you to something that's going to set you back. So if you can get this down, this right here is easy. But you got to start here. You got to get your mind right, and you have to have strategies like the ones that I'm giving you right now. You have to have strategies to get to your sexy and finer self. See, the body is one thing, but you never get to the sexy until you learn how to be disciplined here and how to handle stuff out there. And that's how that works. That's how that works. So, that's what's up. So, this is what I need. This is what I need. I need for you to focus. For the rest of the day, I need for you to focus. And I need for you to press past yourself. I've already told you what to do. So, now that I've given you a game plan, it's on you to execute the play. I'm your coach. You're basically my players. You're my LeBron. So I've given you a play to run. Now it's on you to execute the play. And so that's what I'm trusting you to do for the rest of this afternoon / this evening. I've given you the tools. You have the playbook. You have the play that we're going to run. Now I need for you to execute the play so we can win. So we can win today. So we can beast out Wednesday. So we can put, you know, when you lay in your bed at the end of the day and you ask yourself, did I win today or did I lose? Without a doubt, you can go ahead and put a check in the W column. And that's what we're doing. So if you agree to dominate the second half of your day, to carry out the game plan, say, I got you, coach, because I'm trusting you to do it. I'm trusting you to do it. So if you agree, say, I got you, coach. I need for you to run the play. Execute the play. Execute the strategy. We gonna win together as a family. No matter if you watching me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, we gonna win together. We gonna win together. We gonna win together. So that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. And I'm probably going to check back in later on to see, did you win? Matter of fact, I'm going to check back in this evening and I'm going to ask you the question, did you win or did you lose? And I'm expecting a whole bunch of W's. If you come back at me and be like, well, I would have won if this didn't happen, always remember, things happen to you, but it's because of you. I mean, you in control. So people might come at you, but it's on you to be like, you know, that's good, but I'm about to stiff arm you and your issues. Boom. Because again, sometimes you just gotta stiff arm people and be like, okay, I'm running toward the finish line, but there's a whole bunch of people waiting on me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stiff arm because I'm trying to win. You know, so anytime you come across people who trying to steal your joy, trying to take you out, trying to take you out of your purpose, stiff arm those people, because at the end of the day, I don't want to hear, well, I was doing good up until, I mean, basically, you done gave away your power. And when you give away power, you have no power. And y'all be giving y'all powers away to fools who don't need no power. They ain't got power on their own until you give it to them. So I don't want to hear that at the end of the day. I was doing good until things don't happen to you. They happen because of you. You're in control. You're in control. Little adversity comes your way, stiff arm it. But I need for you to report at the end of the day, Coach, I won. I won Wednesday. And then we look at Thursday. We get ready for Thursday. Get ready to conquer Thursday together as a family. Again, things don't happen to you. They happen because of you. It's what you allow. It's what you allow. Look, anytime something comes against you, it has to have your permission to come against you. Let me say it again. Anytime something comes against you, it needs your permission. Stop granting access. Stop granting permission to stuff you don't even know, to stuff you know you don't even need to be fooling with. Saying, we're going to win today. We're going to finish today like champions. So let's get it. I love y'all. And y'all be good. I'm going to check back in on you later to see how well you did. Love you. Be good.